Hello and welcome to Loresworn Live. We are once again playing Hearts of Iron 4 on our Communist Brazil run. This might end up being the last session of this. We'll kind of see how it goes. I have kind of one plan left on how we can actually pull this one off. And if it ends up that it just grinds to a halt completely, we'll figure out what our next run is going to be. Thanks to everyone for tuning in the chat. Be sure to follow at Loresworn Order on Twitter to find out when we are streaming, because as of yet we still can't get a solid schedule of a set time every week, despite our best efforts. I am TJ Hafer. Behind me, clicking on the wood scaffolding, is Casey the Lore Dog, and also here monitoring chat is Brianna.
Hello. You should probably tell them about what happened with the stream.
Yeah, so last time we streamed this, our ISP completely died on us, and I'm not sure how much of like the last 10 minutes you guys were actually able to see, because it was pretty messed up. I think most of it ended up on YouTube in a cleaner form. But we've been pushed back a little bit by the United States Armored Divisions in Mexico, and since it's pretty much do or die time, I'm going to go ahead and disband all of these units so that we can redistribute their equipment back onto the ones I do have and do something about our horrible infantry equipment deficit.
And thanks, Lauren, for the congratulations on the 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
That was really fun. That was pretty cool.
Because we've kind of gotten to a point where we're having a hard time pushing forward, and we are ourselves getting pushed back. So we gotta figure out a way to make or break this war right away. As you can see, that significantly helped. We now have a 20k smaller infantry equipment deficit than we did previously. And if anyone attacks our coastline, then, you know, that's too bad, so sad, I guess. We don't have enough guns to continue an offensive war and also defend our coastline at the same time. We had enough men, but we don't have enough guns. We have plenty of airplanes still. We still have total air superiority over Mexico. But they retook Monterrey, and they've retaken a couple of like U.S. border provinces as well. So we're just gonna do what we can. Make sure everybody knows what they're doing. We are considered to be at a disadvantage, but we'll see if those extra guns help. Being able to have enough guns for our men is definitely a positive thing.
What is your prediction on how this is going to end up being?
My prediction... Well, there's two things that could happen. Those of you that are behind by a couple of streams, the Axis completely destroyed the Comintern, and they've also taken most of Africa. They took out India. The U.S. has not really done any island hopping at all. So Japan is unthreatened. If the Axis can mess up the Allies enough, we might be able to defeat a weakened United States. Otherwise, I think that the battlefields of Mexico might be where this run ends. In all honesty, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to make it happen.
And do you think if you made more guns instead of planes, would it have worked out better?
Possibly. I mean, the real problem was that I didn't know that the Soviet Union was going to collapse and we were going to lose our only trading partner. That was the ultimate downfall of this particular run. Air doctrines, tactical bomber, strategic bombing, air support. That'll help. We're pretty much being kept alive by our Air Force at this point. But yeah, I've got all of my factories are just prioritizing infantry equipment with, you know, what small amount of resources we do have. Honestly, other than steel, we're in good shape. But See, like, I could create a pocket here, but I don't really have any motorized divisions that would be fast enough to exploit it. Oh, did they leave Monterey open? We can take that back without a fight. That's going to deny them a lot of supplies. Actually, the AI is doing all kinds of crazy shit right now. Let's see what we can exploit here. They've created a situation that is exploitable.
Lorem, other than that, the most valuable resource. We're doing great.
Yeah, other than like the most fundamental, you know, thing that you need for any equipment in the game, we're doing all right. Also, why are we leaving this province undefended? I'm seeing fewer divisions on the front line, so I'm wondering if maybe between the last time we played and now the AI reprioritized and are not giving as much importance to the Mexican front. We've opened up a little bit of a salient here. They could crush us against the coast, but I'm hoping that we can
Copperhead's asking if you have bombers in CAS going right now.
I do have CAS running. I didn't build enough bombers before we had our massive steel shortage, so I don't really have any bombers to use. But I am running quite a bit of CAS. We have 800 CAS missions running, 1,000 air superiority, and 1,000 interception. So even in the event that the U.S. Army Air Corps showed up to fight us, we would probably still be in okay shape. We've retaken Monterey. Yeah, it really looks like they're deserting this front, which is interesting. Like they're leaving just large swaths of land unprotected. Let's see if we can just march on up here.
Copperhead saying, no, that's where you went wrong. Bombers are so crippling when you have little land.
What is he saying? So crippling when you have limited land, little land. Maybe they retreated because of the Axis. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any like invasions of. Like, I don't think Japan hasn't taken Wake Island yet. But yeah, maybe they're just bogging down with their forces fighting in Europe. That is definitely a possibility. It could also be that their armor divisions are breaking down up in the mountains here, because that's what they were pushing us back for. With mostly was those armored divisions. You guys, flanking attack. You guys also.
Open another front by naval invading the peninsula of Mexico.
I do not have a navy sufficient to break through the United States Navy, unfortunately. Or else that would be a very good idea. Pretty much relying on air superiority to do anything. This is the furthest we've pushed, though. Like, we've retaken the ground that we lost, and we've pushed ahead further. So Mexico is probably pretty close to capitulating. 95%. Chihuahua is probably what'll make them fall. If we continue to roll up along the Rio Grande like this, they're not going to have really anywhere to go. And I do have all of my armies set to execute battle plans carefully, because that's been working really well for us. And considering we're fairly outgunned at the moment. Okay, we are going to exploit the shit out of this right now. Everybody just charge in this way. Didn't quite work out how I hoped.
I just caught another Rattata by sitting here.
Brianna is still playing Pokemon. Even while the fate of the world is at stake. I was gonna say, if you could catch a Steelix, we could maybe melt it down and turn it into some anti-tank rifles. Except, yeah, the Gen 2 Pokemon are not actually in Pokemon Go yet, so... Why are you attacking across the Rio Grande? No part of the battle plan I have given you has suggested that you should do that.
Is there an end year to this game?
Technically it ends in 1948, but we can keep going past the formal end date if we want to. So we're still crawling forward, very slowly but surely here. This is the furthest we've made it into Mexico so far. We have units in low supply, but they're kind of dropping in and out of low supply. The problem with the Americans is they can just supply this war effort from Texas until the cows come home. Like, they're not really threatened by the supply situation. Okay, we're starting to win here, so let's flank as hard as we possibly can. I'm pretty sure overall we're winning more battles than we're losing. Their forces are kind of concentrated up here right now. My guys are still trying to attack across the Rio Grande. Why? That's not at all what I want you to do. Here, can we click and drag your mouse? Click and drag. Click and drag. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes Hearts of Iron 4 is just like, nope. Not gonna do it.
Too bad, so sad. Which I often tell our dog when she's begging for cheese.
Yep. Casey has a very hard life.
She really does.
Yeah, it's very rough being a dog who has no bills and gets given food constantly. Well, yeah, we're still sinking convoys down here, so that's nice. They can't really get anything around the tip of South America, and we still control the Panama Canal. So we have effectively severed the Atlantic from the Pacific as far as the Allies are concerned. Severed. We do have a nice little flank opportunity here. It just looks like our units don't have enough organization to properly exploit it. I'm going to go up to speed 5. Just because at this point there aren't a lot of decisions we can make that will actually change the outcome of this. We need to break through, we need to do or die. And I'm pretty sure the AI is just shuffling my men around the front lines for the time being, so we'll let them get done doing that.
Lauren really wants to get this game. That would make it look so fun.
You don't own Hearts of Iron 4 yet? Come on. They don't even have any armored divisions. Take them out. Well, let's see how Europe's going. Because we are in what could be described as a quagmire. It looks like France is actually gaining ground in North Africa, so They've got that going for them.
You have about 20 guys on the eastern part of Mexico. Should they go to the fighting?
Yes, they should.
Are they not obeying orders again?
Yeah, most of them are mountaineers. Well, see, they're trying to attack across the Rio Grande, which is the dumbest thing. I don't think we even have air superiority there. Yeah. Nationalist Spain has joined the Axis. Alright, well, here's one thing we could do. Let's just remove the portions of the front line and see if that gives them a little bit better logic for what they should be doing. We're back up to 80k missing infantry equipment, which is not as bad as it had been. Alright, all of you guys just come with me. Come with me if you want to leave. I wish I could just tell them not to attack past a certain point. Like, that would be very useful. Okay, that should be enough to hold the river.
I'm still wondering what those 80,000 guys are doing. Like, how are they contributing?
Fall of Gibraltar. Oh yeah, because Nationalist Spain joined the Axis, so the Allies are really screwed now. We are going to see a new world order
Dun, dun, dun.
come to pass, whether or not the South American Workers' Paradise has anything to do with it.
So they just sit back, and when one of the other soldiers falls, they just go pick up their guns.
Yep, pretty much. We're doing it USSR style. Oh, we gotta be able to break them here. I guess it's just, yeah, we just have such low organization. That's what's killing us. And now they've fully reinforced this front, it looks like, so. We can't flank this province. Which is probably why they have so few guys defending it, because they realize they only need a few guys defending it. Ground support integration, alright. Strategic bombing, interceptor detection, those are all ultra low priority right now. We already have the best artillery. We can't build any tanks. Oh, we could start getting 1945 support companies. I don't know why we waited so long to do that. And naval invasion of Mexico. That might be the end of the war for us. Woo! Let's see. I just want to get Mexico to capitulate. We keep almost winning this battle. Like, we're so close. We don't have decryption advantage anymore, so they must have finally upped their game on decryption.
Let's hope it was like the last naval invasion where nothing happened.
Nope. Mexico has landed troops here.